we're going to have some remarks from the Miss Baroka Court.
Hi, I'm Holly Freud, Miss Baroka 2008-2009, second attendant. I had met a lot of new people and had a lot of fun during my raid. My favorite part of being Miss Baroka second attendant was hog wrestling and being in all the parades. I liked how a lot of people would be talking about our wave because we would have it down pat and we stayed together most of the time. Our word for switching hands was flower. The word didn't really have a meaning, but we just picked a word and the word flower just came to mind. The funniest memory that I remember are when we were at the Chaseburg Snow Trailer banquet. When everyone finished getting crowned, we started taking pictures. My mom had just gotten a new camera and didn't really know how the camera worked. So every time she would take a picture, the camera would flash like 2 to 3 times. When the camera flashed once, she thought she had taken the picture. So she would put the camera down, and while she was putting the camera down, the camera would flash 2 more times. And she would end up taking the picture of the floor. The funniest part about it was she had no idea what we were laughing at until we had told her after everyone's done taking the picture. I don't think we have ever laughed so hard before. Another good memory was when the 3 of us were waiting on the float for the Treacle Light Parade to begin. I had ate a piece of candy and hadn't had time to go throw it away. So I had put it on the flower pot that was on the float. When Patricia was finished putting the flowers on the float, she had found the wrapper in the pot. So she came up to me and Cosette and started saying, "Some jerk put a wrapper in this flower pot." Cosette had no idea what she was talking about, and I did. I started laughing and said, "I'm sorry, Patricia, I'm the jerk." All Patricia said was, "Oh, I'm sorry," with this weird look on her face, and then started laughing. "I'm sorry, Patricia, that I'm a jerk." I am glad that I got this opportunity to bond with my court family members and mine as well. I want to thank the Hendons and the Fantas for helping pulling the float and taking us to some of the banquets as well as your support and encouragement. I want to thank my mom and dad for your support and taking off work to help me pull the float or just watching me in the parades. That meant a lot to me. Dad, I loved it when you would pull the float because you would always find a way to make jokes or make me get embarrassed. And thank you for taking us to the dairy breakfast. We had a lot of fun, and I know you did too. Mom, I want to thank you for getting all my stuff together while I finished getting ready. You would always know what I would need that day, and if I didn't take it, I would regret not listening to you. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Love you. There is just one more special person that I would like to thank, Trudy Idy. Trudy, I want to thank you for inspiring me to become a princess. I didn't think it could be so much fun. But you knew that I would have a blast, and you kept telling me to run for it. So I ran my freshman year and didn't get it. And so you told me not to give up and that I should run again that following year. You knew the second time would be the charm. Thank you, Trudy. If I didn't have you pushing me to run again, I wouldn't be standing up here saying this speech. I hope that the new Miss Wild West Court will cherish all the memories and moments that come your way. I hope that you will respect our community and have, like we have done during our reign. Again, I'm Holly First, the 2008-2009 Miss Baroka second attendant.
Hello, I'm Patricia Fanta. I was the first attendant on the Miss Baroka Court for 2008 and 2009. Being crowned on court was an amazing feeling, and it was great. Both times we attended the Sit in My Parade, it was cold. Luckily, we never got rained out on it, except for the one time when we went to Viola, and it was just downpouring when we got there, so we got stuck under this shed. But they had, you had to buy a duck, and it went down the river, and if your duck got picked, you got a prize. And I got $5, so it made my day. I remember being trapped, and then when we had to run to the cars, like downpouring, and we were all soaked, because we parked like 3 blocks away, I think it was. We were all just totally wet. But the great memories are just going to the parades, and Wild West Days was just amazing. Getting in our outfits, our dresses, and being able to ride on the stagecoach was so much fun. For the girls, for future references, always remember sunscreen so you don't get burned. See, Alex already did. Because And then bring aloe vera so when you do get burned, it goes way better so you don't have weird tan lines all the time. And a jacket so when it rains, you'll be dry and not wet. And a pillow to sit on because the seats that are on the float are really hard. And I forgot my pillow sometimes, so then you'd have to sit, and it was not fun. Because when you go over a bump, you really feel it. I would like to thank my parents for supporting me throughout this. They did a lot with my sister, and they did just as much with me as they did her. I'd like to thank Philip and Jacinta and Mark and Dawn for taking us to the teas and the banquets and the parades. It was so much fun, and you guys were so nice to us, bringing us stuff and always being prepared when I would forget stuff. I'd like to thank the Baroque partners and the Wild Mustang Committee for helping us put our court together. And anyone else that I forgot, thank you. It couldn't have gone better. It was a great year. I'd like to thank Cosette and Holly because they are great girls and I love spending time with them. And you truly are like the best of friends with me now because we just bonded so much. I wish the girls good luck for the future because no matter who's on the court, you'll all learn to be great friends and it'll just be a great, great year for you all. Thank you. I'm Trisha Fanta, the first lieutenant on Miss Baroque Court.
Good afternoon. My name is Cosette Hendon. I was a 2008 Miss Baroque. During the time we served on court, we went to various events such as Mai, Twinkle Fest, Labor Day parades, retreat, hog wrestling, and Wild West Days. My favorite memory had to be when Trish and I were in Fenimore for a race in cross country, but we also had a parade and retreat the same day. We were running around looking for a bathroom to be open, but we were running out of time. So we ended up having to change on this thankfully dead-end road, and it was pretty scary. It was also homecoming that day, so it was a very long day for all of us. We were very tired and burned. It was not fun. I would also, another memory of mine is all the stories we have driving. Our driving experiences were interesting, and I hope you don't have the same driving experiences we did. They were good. We had good drivers, but we had a few incidents, so it was just funny. I would like to thank the Baroque Partners and Fritz Perkins for giving us the opportunity to be part of this and enjoy this experience. Thank you, Mark and Dawn, for all the enjoyable times we had during the parades. I will miss it. Thank you, Pam and Ed, for all of your help and encouragement and all the fun times I had driving around with you. Thank you to my parents, Philip and Jacinta, for continuing to support me throughout everything I do. I really appreciate it. And finally, thank you, Patricia and Holly, for spending this time with me. I had a lot of fun and will miss you next year. Future court, good luck in your reign next year and have fun, be smart, and remain friends after all of it. Thank you, and for the last time, I am the 2008 Miss Baroque.